Still trying. I'm still trying.
I watched you go from a window down below. In jest, you'd say it's the last time you'd walk away. Why does anybody ever go? I don't know. I don't know. Why couldn't I just raise my voice to say, don't go, please stay for at least one more day.
Hello and welcome. This is The Art of Giving Up, your podcast for giving up bad days, bad ways, unfortunate habits, bad friendships, bad tacos, bad burritos, bad vegan meatballs, whatever bad in your life. That's what this is about. As always, I'm your host, Steven, and this is your podcast for the week of April 22nd. The week before my birthday. This week we're talking being chill.
Cries for just one more of your poems.
I'm a very amped up kind of person. Kind of always on edge, very anxious. This is kind of the life that not only do I live, but that I've learned to kind of accept. And for the people that know me IRL, I think that they've learned to deal with my constant anxieties and my constant keyed upness. And especially for the people who worked with me, I think they've experienced me really at my peak. Because especially when I was working at Starbucks, oh boy, I'm not gonna lie, if you came to me, you got definitely the best experience. If you worked with me, I don't know how you'd feel with me constantly dancing around and constantly jacked up to 1,000,000. But the reality is, I can't chill out. And people always telling me, calm down, be more chill, relax. And I can't. And it's not that I wish that I couldn't. If anything, I'd love to. But the reality is that I spend every day fighting to, I don't know, just be. And I know for the people that are around me who care about me, it must be very difficult. And I can't help it. I'm always kind of fighting this tide of anxiety. And my anxiety, there's like different levels of anxiety. And usually the people I know who are like, be more chill, they're like, yo, chill out, man, relax, it's okay, whatever. And I'm like, give me affection, give me attention, give me affirmation that you care about me and that you love me and that you're here for me. Give me, support me. I don't feel it. I don't feel like you understand me. I don't feel like you understand me. You don't understand, which is definitely a thing that I've been known to say. You don't understand. I don't feel like you understand. It's really my main kind of anxiety, because I have the other kind of anxieties. Sometimes I can't leave my house. Going new places is difficult, but definitely the biggest anxiety that I have is, I guess, the fear of being alone. But not physically alone, because I love to be by myself. Kind of to a fault. I'm used to it. I like it. Being alone physically makes me happy, but I don't like the feeling of being unsupported and having no one there for me, not having someone supporting me, having in my back. And I kind of always feel that way. I think definitely because, I've definitely had people who have said that they would be there for me, that they would support me. And really, I don't know where those people are. So when people tell me things like, I'm there for you, I love you, I care about you, I support you, I'm not going anywhere, I think that I'm just kind of overwhelmed. And I really don't believe them, because never before has that been true. I've never experienced someone in my life actually sticking to that. Now, I will be fair and say that there are people that I have in my life who are consistent and who support me. But even those relationships are tumultuous. Even those relationships are difficult and have been rocky, and have had periods of being apart. And it's really not fair for me to put so much pressure on other people. Other people have their own anxieties. They have their own struggles. They have their own depression and things that they're fighting for and against. We're all struggling to just make it, and we all have our own problems. But I don't like to be alone. I don't like when I turn around and the people that I just give everything to are gone. And then I feel lied to, I feel betrayed, I feel abandoned. And so no, I can't chill out. There is no chill. If you don't talk to me for 1 minute, I just think, that's it. I know that I should be more empathetic. I know that I should be more understanding. And in a way, intellectually, I am. I do understand that people are struggling. I do support them, and I do feel and empathize with them. But no matter how much I am able to reconcile my feelings with theirs on an intellectual level, emotionally I'm crippled and I can't. So no, I can't chill out. And that does not mean I don't want to, because when it comes to that, I destroy relationships and friendships because no one wants to be around that person, and I try to not be that person. I work very hard to not be that person, and in doing that, I've shut myself off from the people that I care about and that I love, and I then push them away too, that way. It's very difficult. There is a healthy medium, and I don't have it. There's a healthy medium that I just can't grasp. But it's there. The second thing for me that kind of keeps me from being able to chill out is definitely my fear of failure. So my first issue being my anxiety with being alone and being abandoned, destroying relationships, my fear of failure destroys everything else in my life. And you know, it's the common thing, you know, you grow up, you're so smart, you're so talented, you don't really have to do anything, you read so much, you're so smart. But, I don't know, maybe it's the trauma of having my 4th grade teacher throw me down the stairs and beat me in the face, and my whole face being split open and having to have surgery, or my peers in school beat the crap out of me, and that stuff doesn't bother me now. I really don't think about the bad things that have happened to me, but they're traumatic, and I'm certain my trauma response has been when I was in college and I was doing great and I had all my straight A's and I had my 4.0 and I just completely abandoned it and I had my own. I literally succeeded in school. I was the head of many clubs. I had a GPA of 4.0. I kept getting these grants, and I had my own office. Even the president of the college, of the student council, had to share an office. I had my own office, all right? And I shut myself in the office and I stopped going to class because I think I got a bad grade once because I'm afraid of failing. I don't want to be poor, and I am poor. I ain't got no job. I have no money. Food, kind of hard to come by, you know. It's kind of scary. So then in those situations, I can't chill out. So then I was working at Starbucks. People were like, oh, why are you working so hard? Why are you working so hard to make these customers happy? Why are you so into the job? And you know, you're dating and you're like, oh, why are you always going to work early? Why are you always staying there late? I mean, you know, it's because I'm absolutely afraid of failing. So I bury myself in my work and I allow myself to be surrounded by this negative energy, but I just like, you know, I pretend like I'm at work, I cast it off and I work so hard till I hurt and I limp. And I remember about 2 years ago, I stood up and I put my foot down in the morning and it said pop. And it hurt so bad and I could not walk. I was almost in tears. And I put on my dress shirt, I tied my bow tie, I put on my slacks, I put on my sneakers, and I was able to walk slowly to the train. It hurt so bad and it took me about 20 minutes to walk to the train. I take the train my 12 minutes, I get off, and I can't walk. I get off the train and I look up at the force. It's like, you know, there's like one flight, but it's like two sections. Then the turnstiles, then again into the store. The store's right there. And it takes me about 15 minutes hopping on one foot, almost in tears. I just want to go home. But I can't let them think that I don't want to be here. I can't let them think that I'm not good at my job. I don't want them to think that I'm not committed, because if I lose this, then I'm not going to be able to meet someone or maintain a relationship. I'm not gonna be able to feed myself or pay my electricity. I'm gonna be homeless. I'm gonna starve. I'm gonna be alone because it feeds into my other anxieties. Because who wants to be with a person who doesn't have a job? You know. Then I went, and they were like, "You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was taking care of customers in agony, hopping on one foot, until they had to pull me aside and send me home. And the doctor was like, yeah, you cannot work for like a month. You physically can't work. And even then, I was distressed because my entire identity at that point had been tied up in my work. I can't chill. I'm not a chill person. I know this. And it's so upsetting. But I'm trying. And that's really all we can do, is to acknowledge, to address our issues, and to do our best to grow, to change, to improve. And so, to the people that I love, I'm sorry. It's difficult being in my head, and I honestly probably would not be friends with me. Because the friends that I'm close with, who really don't know how much I struggle, I'm so distant from, that they feel disconnected from me. You know, they feel like, you know, I'm not there, I'm not present. And the ones who I am able to open up with, the ones that I am able to trust, well, them, I'm insufferable. I can't chill. But there's hope. As long as I try. And this is the thing that I've been doing a lot lately, and I've been communicating to the people that I love. I've been communicating to people that I care about how I feel, about the way that I'm struggling, about the things, like about what's going on. And I'm like, hey, listen, I know that I'm being overwhelming, but I need this from you. being able to address those things correctly and clearly is kind of really helpful. And when you have people who are actually there for you, who are supportive, who love you, they try to understand. So I just try to rein in my crazy. I try to keep my crazy on a level of like, hey, listen, I'm James, I'm a little nutty, I'm a little out there, but I need to calm it down. Because I'm not a cartoon character, I'm not a caricature, I'm a real person. And it's hard. It's really, really hard. But I can do it. And maybe if you're struggling with the same issues, you can too. I spend a lot of my time afraid of destroying the relationships that I have, of losing my possessions, of starving. But I'm fortunate I'm not alone. And no matter how I feel, no matter how scared I am, I am so lucky. I have this platform. I have you here with me to listen and to support me. That's all I need right now. And maybe with time, I'll be able to grow and I'll be able to really take a grasp of my issues. But for now, I want to thank you. Yes, you. Because without you being here for me and supporting me, I don't know where I would be. And I want you to know that whatever you need, someone's there for you. Heck, I'm there for you. Art of Giving Up podcast@gmail.com. The Art of Giving Up on Facebook. DA Art of Giving Up on Twitter. You need to talk? I'm here. Remember, it's scary. Life's sad. But you don't have to go through it alone. Because we're all moving towards being drawn towards the same goal. Peace.
What if I moved away? Somewhere warm in California, but less plastic than LA. What if I moved away? 'Cause I cannot shake this feeling that I'm dying if I stay. And what if I moved away? It's beautiful Arizona, but I probably miss the rain. What if I moved away? 'Cause I cannot shake this feeling that I'm dying if I stay. 'Cause I feel invisible some days, but I've been California dreaming, good at working and believing. I could feel it coming on any day. But I cannot shake this feeling. I don't wanna die in LA. So what if I move away? What if I moved away? What if I moved away? What if I moved away?
I'm still trying.
You know I love you. You know I do.